You're such an asshole.
Good morning. The old man who's still in his pajamas. They say they're pajamas. Was it British? Pajamas? No, pajamas. Edward Fox and Force 10 from Navarone. No, it's my pajamas. I'm like, oh, well, they're just so much more serious sounding with that accent. That's why they lost all their wars. I'm kidding. They won a bunch, then they lost them all. America, fuck yeah. All right. Hey, asshole, big fan. Listen to all your books. Keep fighting the good fight. I feel like you've answered this question a bunch of times, but it's more situational here. Here's my situation. I have a redundant manager. He does not provide much value. He's in the twilight of his career and is just sort of riding it out. He waits until I do something newsworthy for the company and embellishes it or plagiarizes his involvement in it. Standard upper management. That's what happened my whole career, so it doesn't me that much. You mean it doesn't bother me that much? I'm wondering if I should start reading through these more thoroughly. Instead of just like, scan it, here's your price. But like, oh, I see you're just reading to your fucking phone. You're not typing, and so there's a bunch of errors and mistakes. So now, here's your $50 surcharge for fucking reading into your phone. The problem is when he actually does insert himself in situations with the intention of helping, but really just wants to be involved, the fear of being left out, and ultimately does not contribute to anything. In fact, he sometimes creates a negative value. Yep. I'm an older millennial born in 1981. Here's the book for all of you millennials who want to recover from the lies and deceits that your elders told you. I work in a company we're not going to identify and manage a thing, and you make it rain. You are bringing in lots of business to this business. Most of the relevant folks at this company are millennials or Gen Xers. The upper management of my company is all baby boomers. There's even a chapter, I think, in here called Baby Boomer Bosses. You may want to just say. Aaron, is that big? Yes, it is, but it's like not against age because you like World War II, and it's not, it's like, no, I hate this generation of people because they fucked up. Because they're fuck-ups. You have the right to hate people who are parasites, fuck-ups, criminals, and otherwise incompetent or evil people. I've been managing this account for several years and been portraying our company as cool, youthful, and agile. Hey. Well, concealing that we're run by old fucks. Yeah, but, okay, much as I want to rank on the baby boomers, so what, you're ran by? You should be ran by old fucks. Hopefully competent fucks. There are competent competent old people. There are, but knowing humans and being misanthrope, most of them are fuck-ups. If it helps you sell, which obviously you know your market, it's helping you sell, but I don't want an old fart at the helm. Competent, preferably. Coffee grinds. I'm meeting with my boss on Monday. I've worked with him for 6 years. He was helpful in the beginning years, but once the partnership took off, it was widely known that he had nothing to do with it. Our relationship has been challenging. My question is, how do I politely tell him to work on the other side of the street and not bother me? Or should I look him dead in the eye? This is what I desperately want you to do, but I'm not going to recommend it. Say, dude, I'll tell you when you need to be involved, and fuck off the rest of the time. I'll tell you the downside of that is you'll probably get fired. Nothing good will come from it. You have to be 100% practical here. But the upside of that is you will never regret. I mean, the times I've told my bosses off, because I stood up for myself, I told a no good, lazy, incompetent, fucked up exactly what he needed to hear. And it feels good. It feels good to, I don't know if they're evil, because again, evil requires intelligence. A lot of times these people don't have intelligence, but it's so good to tell these no good fucks to fuck off. And that's, I mean, you'll lose your job. You'll get reprimanded. Nothing good will come of it practically, but it'll feel good. And you can look back at that in pride. And a lot of these guys, they're a lot like hot chicks where they've never been dumped. I've dated three. I've dated three girls where I was the first guy to dump them, which is shocking to me. Now, in hindsight, it's not so much anymore. But back then, I was like, you've never been dumped? Well, yeah, because they were super hot. And did they get fucking pissed? Whole tires slashed, keyed. One girl punched me. I mean, one gal I remember. And it was weird because she was almost 30. I'm like, how the hell have you never been broken up with? That's a long dating career to go without somebody. Dude, she was a car model. And guys they want the pussy. They are thirsty. And no guy I'm not saying this out of opinion. This personality trait of a bitch, no one ever told her to F off. No one. Because they've just wanted to tap that ass. I'm like, no, tapping your ass is not worth it. Now fuck off. Nobody puts baby in the corner. It's the same thing with a lot of these boomers. They've just obeyed. It'd be Gen Xers too, and so it'll be millennials. And they've never been told off by an employee, and they're just shocked. And then I've seen them, you could tell they want to punch you. I've seen that, and it's like, come on. You're like the Joker, come on. Because then you got a nice lawsuit ready for them. But it's a rare instance. But I'll never forget this one guy's face. You could see him. Another guy, it wasn't an employment situation, but I was selling my services to this bank, and I didn't know he was the reason his bank had been pushed towards solvency, but you could see. I'm like, well, my sales pitch, which was a little tongue-in-cheek, was it printed off their financial statements, which you can get online for free for any bank that's insured by the FDIC, because they have to publish it. And so, well, what can you do? And I say, I can make this never happen again. And I point to like this $1.8 million loss this guy had in the corner. You could just see him. I'm like, oh, it's his fault. Oh. Come on. And you finally make those fuckers pay. You finally turn the mirror on them. You're like, come on. But it never happened. And Cappy didn't get a lawsuit for assault. He assaulted me. Phipson of Fuck YU National Bank that received the bailout from the taxpayer punched analyst Aaron Cleary. All I did was say I could help him. So no, let's not. I know you want to do that. Everybody wants to do that. I think somebody should, but at the right time. The corporate structure can be a real pain in the ass. Can you impart any words of wisdom from your corporate America days? Video response, please. Tell me what I owe. I'll pay a little for that. So then I ask him, we're going to go over this again, boys and girls. I'm unhappy with my job. It's usually what there's. I mean, he's not sounding terribly unhappy. It's just this one variable. Guys, veterans of the channel will know. I'm wondering if this should now go into what kind of business should I start and how do I find the girls? I think we're gonna start putting this because I want to evolve and advance. I don't need the money. If it involves how do I get a pay raise or how do I get some bad aspect of my work to go away, don't bother contacting me until you've applied for other jobs. That's the number one you need. It's like you have a gun, but you have no bullets. Like, I have this bulletless gun, and I want to threaten my employer to do what I want. Well, without a job offer, you're fucked. Get a job offer. That's what, and then it's so much simpler. It's a simple power dynamics. You don't need to read the rules of 48 powers or 48 rules of power. Guys, don't come up and ask me anymore. Right? Do you have a job? Are you applying for other jobs? No? Well, here's my advice again to this client and all future clients. Start applying for jobs and get another job offer, then go in and negotiate. And even then, what you have to do is you have to accept the job because the boomer boss is going to fuck you up. Boomer's going to boom. And it's in that book written by Vince Barrick where you'll have a job offer. You'll try to negotiate with no, then you go back, we rescinded it because we're boomer fucks. So you have to accept the job, and there's the risk there. And what you could do is you could almost say you have a law case if they rescind the job because you gave up your other job. But assuming, that 5% chance isn't there, go get another job offer. and I've said this, I have written about this myself in Bachelor Pad Economics. Your second part, men have many part-time jobs. Let's go over this again. Men have some mandatory part-time jobs, okay? You need to work out at the gym. That is a mandatory part-time job. And you need to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what else. Hobbies and not going out and partying, bro. But then a third, fourth, tertiary part-time job is you need to be applying for jobs, always. Not full-time, but once a week, you send out a resume. This is where recruiters, pain in the ass and commission they may take, it's good to have a recruiter. Go right up to a recruiter in your field, say, I am a whore. I will work for more money. And if a job comes along that is this amount or more, let me know. And then that's worth outsourcing. So you're working away, you're doing your, and then once a week you check in. Maybe you check in with the recruiter. Hey, Frank. Hey, Amy. Everyone in my world is named Amy and Frank. Anything? Oh, there is? Oh, guys, how much? Oh, okay, yeah, send my resume over. See what it is. It's just like dating. It's a royal pain in the ass. It's costly, and usually it's not worth it in the end. But you gotta do it. Go and find another job. Doesn't mean you're gonna take it, but go find another job, and then it makes it a lot easier. Because then you can go in like, hey, and you don't go. Well, let me get to the rest of it. I had some questions. Have you applied for other positions? And who is his boss or her boss? I don't know. Another boomer, or perhaps, hopefully, a competent ex or a boomer. And how vital are you to this company? Like you, their number one sales guy. Okay, thanks for the thing. Questions are, for reference, you're at one rank, your boss is the next rank, and then he reports to another guy. Okay? Have you applied for other positions? Not within the company. We're not that big. You can't apply to other positions. You got to go outside of the company. How do you get a girl to like you more? You find another girl. Only 1,400 employees. I was recently offered this thing. I was recently offered a position with a startup. I've gotten a few of these offers as roles as startups, but startups are usually shit shows and take years off your life and fail to deliver. Right, yes, that's very wise. Thank you for following my advice. You never work for a startup unless they give you a huge signing bonus of cash. Not that good. Equity in the firm. Okay, dude, bro. Go eat a bag of dicks at your school of bid-naz. My brand internally is so closely related to the clientele I manage that I wouldn't make sense to do another job at this company. Okay, so boss is a boomer, president is a boomer, all executives are boomers, yeah, or perhaps hopefully a competent ex-boomer. Unfortunately not. Stuff away from this generation to pack it in. How vital, you're very vital to the company, good. Wow, I don't want to give you your details, but you are an exceptionally high performer. Okay, you got a lot of things going for you. Then I asked, have you applied for jobs at other companies? Yes. Good. And I'm sorry for the audience, I just don't want to give away too much information. We got the standard, if I can't see you, how do I know you're working? Just President Claire. See, if I was elected president, I wouldn't even do my president. The minute I would, rule, we're rounding up all boomers who utter the word, if I can't see you, how do I know you're working? After I decree that, I'm like, give me the gun. Nope, I got a new full-time job. Say it! Say it! Boomer. Aaron, would you really can't? No, because it's illegal. Oh, it's like this big fucking turd that's just making the entire American labor force not incontinent. Just back it up all. It's just like, get this monstrous plugging piece of shit out of the way so the rest of us can do our fucking best. Okay, all right. So you have a really good setup, which I agree you should hold on to. Your working arrangement you should hold on to here. And yeah, you're in a really good position, both physically and the work arrangement you have, if you know what I'm saying. And keep applying for other jobs. So here's what we're going to do. You don't have the worst job in the world. And your boss, albeit redundant, he's not malicious or sabotaging you or giving you contradictory orders. If he started doing that, then I go over to his boss, saying, we need to have a chat. I can't do, and this is where you don't have no bullets in your gun. You have one bullet, and that's you're the number one sales guy, I think. So you can go above his head and say, look, I really like working here. I need him out of my way because now he's affecting my ability to bring you more money. I think you have the right to do that. But is he really? You gotta understand boomers, man. They are like suburbanite white girl princesses from the suburbs whose daddy paid for it. They are fragile as fuck. You cannot rock the boat. I don't care if he's a 6'4" ex-football player in college. You can't hurt the boomers' fifis. Okay? You cannot hurt the boss boomers' fifis. Because that's more important than money. I don't know if you noticed that with all these financial crises we fucking had. So, if he starts getting in your way, he starts compromising you, he starts harassing you, I don't mean that in a... he starts to be a sadist. All right, right now he's just an incompetent fuck who is quarantined, which is good. He's quarantined. He's on his way out. I think he doesn't want to rock no boats. All right? If he were to like, yep, and that was all me, and then I think it's worth it for you to go, you're going to say, just so you know, it's not all him. You know, just so you know. And then leave. Not the company, but just pull the boss. If you have his boss's ear, say, it's not just him, just in case you want to know. And then you kind of... But he's not hurting anyone. Fine. He's wasting time. They know you're the number one sales guy. The people that know. In other words, this is what was it? If I remember my World War II history correctly, Hitler had a hard-on for Leningrad, or was it Stalingrad? Stalingrad. Let me take a look at Stalingrad. They've changed it to Stalingrad, Russia. Let me look at my map. Volgograd. Okay, that's what it was. Volgograd. Volga River. I think it's to the south, is it? Yeah, it looks like there's the Black Sea. Okay. Where's Moscow? There's Moscow. Wait, did they go all the way to Stalingrad? Is that Stalingrad? He went that far east? Holy shit. He had a big hate boner. This makes even more sense. Holy cow. Hitler was an idiot. If I remember my World War II history correctly, somebody will correct me though. Moscow looks to be closer to Germany than Stalingrad. But for whatever reason, Hitler we gotta go get Stalingrad. And if you look at the map, it's way the fuck out of the way. And he probably could have captured Moscow if he channeled all of his army groups. I think he had 3. One was supposed to go left, one was supposed to go right, one was supposed to go down the center. If he just went right toward Moscow, he probably would have gotten it. Don't know if it would have helped because all the production was moved past the Ural Mountains. But Stalingrad is quarantined. You're like, should I go fight a battle of Stalingrad, which did not end well for the Nazis? No. Your boomer boss is quarantined. He's not hurting anyone. He's not really hurting you. He might annoying you. Bothering is too strong. He's annoying you slightly. I think everyone knows what's on the ground. This guy's just trying to bide his time, and then he gets the fuck out. I think you're just fine with your job as you are now. You got a great working arrangement. You're living in a great town. No reason to F this up. If it starts costing you money because the bonuses are going to him for work you've done, then you go have a talk with his boss. If he starts harassing you, and I mean that in not a traditional business, but he starts becoming a sadist boss, like, do X, I told you to do Y, why are you doing X? That type of fucking boomer shit. Then maybe you go have a chat. But I would not go up and threaten him directly, where you say, listen, fucko, get the fuck out of my way. You just sit there and leave me alone. You have every right, dude, and this guy deserves it in spades, but no, it's not going to help your career. But unless he does something like that, he's just this annoying fuck. He's a mosquito in the room, and you can live with it. It's fine. It's fine. That does not mean you should not be trying to get around him or make it known to higher ups that you are the engine and he's not. He's just he's the detailing on the engine. So with that, what I'm going to recommend, you still apply for jobs like you are. That's good. See if you can find something that's as good or better than what you have. And then if you get a job, it's going to take a long time. Or maybe not. You could be lucky. But when you get that other job offer that you like, then I think you have a pretty good position where you go up, not to your boss, but your other boss's boss, and you say, here's the deal. And you just say, I like working here. It's great. I really like the relationship. I'd like to make you more money. I got another job offer. I do not want anything. I'm not dealing with him anymore. At all. And put it more politely than that. And the line doesn't go down, and it doesn't even go across. Or maybe it goes across, but I have nothing to do with him. I'm not dealing with him. I don't care if you have him sweep floors or whatever, but it is taking away. You got to make it seem like this guy is lessening the amount of sales you can get. Every time I got to deal with him, that's an hour a day less that I can be generating and ginning up business for you. He's really getting in my way. And again, I'd like to continue working here, but I got an offer I can't refuse. But if you got me a bypass, well, and going for, there's no way he can counter-strike. There's not this, well, he's still in a position. No, I have nothing to do with him anymore. So that he can say everything and try and sabotage it, but it doesn't matter because I don't have anything to do with him anymore. That's what I would do. There you go. Okay. Questions, answers, links down below. Some great books we got here, guys. Get my book, Bachelor Pad Economics. It talks about job hunt. Look how fucking thick this is. Reconnaissance Man, that's my book. New book out by Vince Barrett, How Not to Become a Millennial. There's a chapter in here called, Boss Boomers. The Catholic Red Pill, written by James DePrisco. And by J.D. Sywick, Personal Finance 505. Get all those books. Search them on YouTube. I don't have time to link to them below. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.